everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Roya. Thank you for being here. Today I have the day off. I have a completely open day in front of me. I feel like I have been in the mood lately for kind of like summerween and spooky vibes, which if you don't know what summerween is, it's basically like Halloween or autumn in the middle of the summer. I feel like June is the summerween month for some reason. So I want to do a lot of cozy hobbies today and kind of relax and unwind, but at the same time, like maybe I could put like a little spooky twist or like autumnal twist on things today. I am in my comfy Stardew Valley t-shirt and just like lounge pants, so it's going to be a chill day at home. I have this wire basket that I got from IKEA. I saw it and I thought that it would be perfect for like a hobby basket or activity basket. I think I saw Cozy K do something like this, but basically what she did is she did like shopping around her house and put cozy hobbies in her basket, and basically the whole day you kind of just pick things out of your basket. So I want to do something similar. So first we're going to start off by filling this up with some cozy hobbies. So I think I want to start off the day with something cozy to kind of ease my brain into cozy hobbies today, and I think I want to do that with like coloring and then maybe pairing it with like a cozy spooky show. So let's see what coloring books I have. I have these two Spooky Fuzzy and Fuzzy Hygge coloring books, and these are both kind of giving like cozy. This one's a little bit spookier, obviously. I haven't yet started in this one, but I feel like this could be a lot of fun. And then I have started in this one and I have made progress. I think the last one I did, I'm still working on this page, and I did this page, so I do really enjoy coloring. And then I also have a more Halloween one. This is a Hocus Pocus one, and I think I have done one colored pencil. I think I might like go for this one. I think this one will be fun, so I'm gonna put this in my hobby basket. I do also have my coloring markers here, but they're too big for the basket, so I'm just gonna keep them to the side along with like my pens that I use for details. So we've got coloring figured out, and I also want to do a cozy like autumnal kind of craft today. I'm thinking to do a pumpkin coaster. I saw it on Pinterest the other day and I think it would be perfect for this because it's like a functional but cute item. So I'm gonna see what yarn I have. I definitely don't have orange, but that's okay. I'm thinking to do like a light green and like a brown stem so that it's not like Halloween colors, but it's like cozy enough. Let's see what I have in my yarn collection. As I said, I don't have orange, and I'm thinking to do like either lavender or like a green. So this green is too bright, that's just too blue. I'm thinking I will grab probably this for the stem, and then yeah, this is a perfect shade of green for this. So I'm gonna put this and the brown in my hobby basket. I actually just found this shade of green, which is a little bit brighter than this. I'm kind of leaning towards this, so let's do this instead. So now I've got my yarn in my basket and I've got my crochet needles set right here. So the other things I wanted to do today were play like a cozy game, obviously. So let's pick out a book. You might laugh at me or think this is funny, but I'm kind of like leaning away towards reading like an actual young adult or adult book, and I'm thinking to grab something in my middle grade or like children's section that I have. And I'm really feeling nostalgic today. I do have some Goosebumps books, and I also have Geronimo Stilton. So let's pick out one of those. And over here I have my Goosebumps and my Geronimo Stilton books, so I'm going to grab, I think, one of each of those. So let's see. I think let's see. I think I'm going to put Geronimo Stilton's The Phantom Bandit in my basket. And then I think I'm also going to grab this Berenstain Bears Happy Halloween book just because I love looking at the pictures so much. So let's go put these in my basket. I'm going to start with this today and take you along. So let's go ahead and set up a cozy show or spooky movie, whatever I end up finding, and let's color. I'm actually going to be watching while I color the OG Goosebumps series. So I queued up an episode that I have not seen before. Absolutely love Goosebumps. It's like perfectly scary without being too scary. I mean, obviously it's a kids show. If you grew up in like the early 2000s like me, like you'd know. So I found a page. This coloring book actually has a lot of fun, spooky kind of pages, and I really like how creative this illustrator is with her pictures. There's so many different kinds. It's like hard to choose, but I really wanted to do an outdoor scene. And this is a mummy with a cat, and I have an idea for the sky and how to make it like really pretty but also like kind of spooky. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, we are in my kitchen now, so I want to make something light and refreshing and good, but nothing that's going to take me like hours and hours. I think I have some tofu in the fridge. One of my favorite ways to cook that is to combine it with soy sauce, honey, rice vinegar, sesame oil, and it comes out really good. And then I usually make like a side of rice with it. So I think I'm going to do that, and I think I even have some leftover broccoli. So let's make a yummy lunch together. It doesn't look good right now, but I promise it will taste really good. It looks like a storm is rolling in too. Where I live, afternoon thunderstorms in the summer are like a daily occurrence. If anything, that will just add to the cozy vibes for the day. back with my late lunch, which is my little tofu rice bowl. I put some kimchi in there. So this is kind of a big plate, but because it's plant-based protein, I felt like I could get away with like making it this big of a plate because I want to stay full longer. So I'm gonna finish watching the Goosebumps episode that I was watching while I was coloring. If that's not long enough, I might watch some Crunchyroll. I know they added Anne of Green Gables to Crunchyroll, so I really want to watch that. I just finished eating, so I'm gonna go downstairs and clean up, but I think I'm gonna make a cozy little cup of coffee because the afternoon storm is rolling in. I'm feeling a little bit tired, and I really don't think that matcha hit it this morning for me. So it was more of a fun drink, but in terms of like caffeine, I don't think it really did much. So we'll start our next hobby, which is cozy gaming. I have returned with my coffee, which I have not mixed yet. Let's mix that. It looks a lot better in person. I love how it looks when like you pour the espresso or the coffee into the milk and it just like trickles down. It's so nice. So let's give it a taste test. It's nice and light. I really love the instant coffee sometimes. Like it's just so satisfying and easy. Time to do the next hobby of the day, which is gaming. And so I have 2 games that I really want to play. Luigi's Mansion I feel like would be perfect for a day like this, but then also there is another game that I downloaded on Steam. I'm gonna pull it up. It's a demo. It's called Kill the Clock, and right now I have the demo. Basically, it is a narrative time loop mystery adventure where you relive the same week to solve a murder that keeps changing, customize your character, roll dice to influence story outcomes, and uncover the truth before time resets again. So this sounds like a lot of fun. I downloaded it last night, so I think I want to give that a go first. Was playing that game, Kill the Clock, the demo. I love it so far. I don't know how long the demo is gonna let me keep playing for, but it's basically like Agatha Christie style. Someone's murdered and you are trying to like interrogate everybody without like giving yourself away. And it's actually like a dice roll kind of game. So like depending on whether you're trying to be stealthy or bribe someone, persuade someone, all that, like you roll your dice and like based on your personal skills, like you either succeed or fail in those missions. So everything you do is like a twist of fate, and it like the game I guess changes, the plot changes as you go on, but I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm not playing now because the power just went out here. I did say there were thunderstorms, so hopefully it's saved. If not, then I get to play the intro and all the other parts again. But yeah, I really enjoy that game, and if it's on Steam, I'm definitely gonna buy it. So I think right now I'm gonna take a quick break, now that the power went out, I have to wait for my internet to come back on. I'm just gonna take a quick break and probably like wash off my makeup a little bit. But yeah, so far it's been a really cozy day, and it's just nice to like have this day off and dedicate it completely to cozy hobbies. All right, friends, we are in my bedroom now. We are doing a crochet pumpkin coaster. So I have my cozy hobby basket right here, and I've got my yarn here, and I'm gonna pull up the pattern on my iPad, and then I'm gonna throw up a ambiance on my wall with my projector. It's gonna be super cozy. I wanted to come in here because when I crochet, I like to have my back supported. Let's go ahead and get started. So I've got my little bag of tricks here, aka my crochet hooks. And I think for this pattern, she said use a hook of 5 size-wise. So I have all of this thread in here. I really need to organize this, but okay, I finished my little pumpkin project. It's definitely got some character to it. I don't know if I put in the stem in the wrong stitch. It seems a little bit to the right, but honestly, this was a pretty easy, no fuss crochet project. I highly recommend searching up crochet pumpkin coaster on YouTube because this was really not that bad, even for a beginner. Like, it's very repetitive. There are some parts where obviously when you're kind of flattening out the circle shape that you're making with the magic ring, you have to start doing slip stitches and different kinds of stitches. And so that creates this kind of like more oval instead of circular shape. But this was really cute, and now I have a fun little coaster that I can put in my gaming setup. I can make this in literally so many different colors, but yeah, this was a lot of fun, and it was nice to get back into crochet. It's really refreshing to get back into it and to create something with your hands. It actually like releases a chemical in your brain. So it's a lot of fun and it's rewarding. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and move on to some cozy reading. It is now 7:30 and we have almost emptied our hobby basket for the day. So what's left is my Nintendo Switch, which I'm planning to play a fun little game on later. So I'm going to put that there. But the last two items are my cozy little books that I want to read and flip through. So I think just for fun, we'll flip through the Halloween book. I just love picture books so much and stuff that reminds me of my childhood. And I grew up in like, I feel like the best time to be a kid, which was like late 90s, early 2000s. So great time to be alive. All the best stuff I feel like was out. We had such a good childhood. But anyway, Geronimo Stilton was part of my childhood, and I have the Phantom Bandit. I particularly love like the seasonal editions of these books. I had like a hyper fixation on them when I was younger, and they're just so different. There's a lot of like mixed media and fun little fun words and fun stories in here. So let's get cozy and just flip through this and have some fun. Reading this book really brings me back to my childhood, and I vividly remember when it was my class's time to go to the library in like elementary school. I ran to the section that these books were in, and I remember trying to read all of them in order. And there was one day where the next book that I wanted to read was checked out of the library for like a month, and I couldn't figure out where it was. I'm assuming another student had checked it out, and I had run into the student in one of my classes, and she had the book on her desk, and I remember like staring at the book because I was like, are you done? Because like I'm waiting for that book, but I'm almost 30 years old, but I will still read a Geronimo Stilton book. Now it is time for the last hobby of the day. It is 8 o'clock, so it's getting a little bit later. It's not like too late, but this is what I will be doing for the rest of the night, or at least another hour or so. I'm going to be playing Luigi's Mansion, which I have started, but I don't think I have made a huge amount of progress. So I want to play it on the Switch. I can dock it to my monitor, but I'm really kind of feeling like the cozy portable vibe here. So let's boot up Luigi's Mansion. I have a cozy jazz ambiance in the background just to have in the background. And yeah, let's start playing. I'm getting a little hungry too, and I'm starting to get a headache. One thing about me is if I ignore my hunger for like 30 minutes, I literally get a headache immediately. Well, I just finished playing Luigi's Mansion. I can't believe I haven't played that game in like over a year, like if not more than a year. It's such a good game, honestly. It's a lot harder than I thought it would be. It actually makes you think like what abilities to use. If you don't know what Luigi's Mansion is, it's basically where Luigi, and I think if I recall correctly, they show up to this hotel, but it's like a ghost hotel, and like his family and friends go missing, and it's up to him to like get all the ghosts, and he's working with this like scientist guy in the basement of this hotel, and he's going through and collecting the elevator coins so that he can explore the hotel and rescue his family and friends. So I think I have to call it a day, at least in terms of the vlog. Thank you guys for spending the day with me. This was a lot of fun. It was nice to kind of have this day off and just dedicate it to cozy hobbies. I hope this inspires you to do all of the cozy hobbies or anything that you love to do. Make sure that you make time for it. It is so, so important to make sure your cup is fulfilled. If you haven't already, make sure to check out Ana Luisa jewelry. My link is at the top of the description box. I can't state how much I love their jewelry. If you want a necklace that has a book on it, I highly recommend this necklace, which is the Alexa necklace. It's such a unique necklace, but so dainty. I love when things are expressive, but they also like fit like my personal style preferences. Hope you guys enjoyed this vlog and hope it was cozy. Don't forget to make sure that you're fulfilling your cup every day and taking care of yourself. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!